Another lovely day here on the Isle of Wight. Just been thinking. I've been in the van in my little tiny Berlingo for 5 years now, since February 2018. So a little over 5 years. What is it? May 2023 now. So I thought I'd shoot a little video, giving an update and kind of an overview of my kind of motivation and how things are going with van life. So let's have a walk up the top, find somewhere nice to sit down and record a video. What a day. If I wasn't van lifing, I'd have no chance living for any period of time in a place like this. Property prices would just be prohibitive. Gonna head up there onto the terrace. So my little van is parked down there. You could probably see it if you could zoom in. A white Berlingo. So I'm gonna go and sit up there for a minute, I think. Do love it up here. It's a really beautiful spot. Yeah, so anyway, let's sit down. I'm Steve, call myself Cornish van dweller at the moment, back on the Isle of Wight currently. So yeah, back in 2018, in February, it's a bit of a cold spring. There's a blackcap singing. Hope it's not too loud. It's very nice. Yeah, 2018 in February, there's a real cold snap down in Cornwall, in West Cornwall. I was staying in Falmouth because I was kind of studying at the University of Exeter Penryn campus, which is right down in the southwest of Cornwall in the UK, in England. And in February I basically had run out of money, so I was kind of looking at options for where to stay as a skint student down in Cornwall. Shut up, Blackcap. And I was staying at a backpackers hostel, Falmouth Backpackers, which I'd strongly recommend. Talking to Judy, who's the kind of the owner of the backpackers, she kind of suggested that there was a room available in the house next door to the backpackers, so I could have rented that for £450 a month, which is about, I don't know what's that, $600, $550, so not too bad, plus bills on top of that. So I could do that, but she suggested an alternative, which was to buy a little Berlingo, which she was selling. So she is a bit of a surfing lady. Everyone does surfing in Cornwall. And she'd fitted out the back of her van with just a bit of foam, a mattress, all the way over the bed of the back of the van. And hold on a minute. Mr. Blackcap, shush. I know, that did the job. There he goes, started up again. I do like, I'm a nature lover, so I do love blackcaps, but I'm trying to record a video. So yeah, she suggested that I buy a van off her for £600, which would have been less than a month of rent plus utility bills, and I did. So I bought the Berlingo. It was February, and there was a snow blizzard, and I bought it, and that first night, so basically as soon as I bought it, I decided to crash in it for that first night. And in the following morning, there was ice inside the windscreen. So the following morning, I went straight down to Trago Mills and purchased a camping stove type thing with a little cylinders of propane gas, which I subsequently used to boil the kettle first thing in the morning, which basically warms this tiny little van up still does. I'm still using the same stove. Don't recommend using gas inside vans, but it's what I do, and I'm still here, kind of. So yeah, that first February, I purchased that propane gas stove and obviously a duvet, and I already had a sleeping bag because I'd been crashing in a bivouac on and off prior to that, so I had that. Yeah, I jumped into the van, and now it's May 2023 and I still have the same van, and I'm still in it, and I haven't really done a proper van build. So I did do initially a van build, so I built a kind of a unit with the bed across one half of the back of the van. There's a kind of a couch style bed, there's just one of me, so the bed's quite narrow, a couple of foot wide, well probably 2.5, 3 foot wide. Nice storage space underneath, but I subsequently ripped that out after a couple of years, and now I just have the mattress actually on the floor of the bed, which isn't ideal. I'm going to do a bit of a van build, but I'm currently pondering whether to buy an electric van. I think it might be a bit too early to buy those because the range still isn't very good. But yeah, so I've been living in it since February 2018, which is a bit crazy when you think about it. And I've basically worked in various nature conservation jobs since then and prior to that as well, so reasonably good income. So I managed to accumulate some money, bit of a runway. So most recently I've been working on writing books, which is what I do now. So basically I've got an iPhone mini with the computer package called Scrivener on it, and I'm writing books using voice to text. So I walk around talking to my phone, and it basically transcribes what I'm saying into Scrivener, which is the writing package, and I'm gradually building up, working on several book manuscripts that way, which I plan to self-publish as one stream of income, kind of passive income, once they're up on the various platforms published. Obviously I've got this YouTube channel, and I've got another YouTube channel which is about nature writing, and what I'm attempting to do basically is to build up enough of a passive income, or enough of a kind of an online income as a kind of a digital nomad, to make van life, or a very nomadic version of van life, kind of viable. And I just can't believe it's been 5 years in the van, and I love it, to be honest. I have zero interest in moving back into a conventional house. I don't own one. So yeah, I just would never want to live in a normal house now. I just love the mobility, and to be honest, I really love the fresh air that blasts through the van overnight, even in midwinter. It was cold the winter that's just gone, because it got down to -7 or 8, which for here, 7 or 8 degrees centigrade that is, for here in this kind of southern England. As I say, I'm in Ventnor on the Isle of Wight at the moment. That's really cold, and that was the coldest I've ever felt it in the van. Obviously you go up north into Scotland where there are van lifers in -15 over winter, and they seem to do pretty well. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, I've given this kind of little, well, I've created a playlist on this channel, Breaking Free in 2023, by which I mean I'm attempting to build multiple streams of income that can keep me going in van life into the future. And because I am pretty minimalist, I don't have a lock-up, so I don't have any junk stored. I got rid of all my books, donated them all to students at Exeter University, so they've all gone. I've got loads on the Kindle app on my phone. And I just spend my days writing books into my iPhone mini. Strongly recommend that. I'll do some videos on writing books on iPhones going forward. Kind of living the life, really. It's really nice. Really love the nomadic life. And I think if I, you know, I'm single at the moment, so if I did actually find a partner, then I'd have to upgrade to a bigger van, but I'd still be in a van, depending on what the partner felt. But you know, there's plenty of ladies in vans, so you know, you never know. So yeah, that's my little kind of backstory. So going forward, I'm going to do more videos on how I'm attempting during 2023 to build up multiple streams of passive income, primarily writing books, the YouTube channel, and I've just set up a kind of an Amazon affiliate account whereby I can, you know, kind of review things, like review the Scrivener writing app that I use on this iPhone, and embed a little kind of affiliate link that takes people to that, say, Scrivener website, and if those people then go and purchase a license for that Scrivener software, by way of example, then I get 2 or 3p in commission, which will, you know, go some way towards buying a cup of coffee each week, maybe, if I'm lucky. So I'm exploring various other forms of passive income, but hopefully the book writing will end up being the main one. But yeah, you can't beat the lifestyle as far as I'm concerned, especially in spring and summer. So what I think I might start doing, well, I will start doing, because prior to the that pandemic thingy, I was going overseas every winter, so escaping from the UK. That was prior to the Vanlife thingy, but the pandemic kind of put a stop to that. So hopefully from this autumn, if I've managed to get a few books out there, which I will have, hopefully, there'll be enough of a kind of a trickle of income to enable me to spend the UK winters overseas, somewhere nearer to the equator. I need to be south in winter where it's a bit warmer. So, you know, Thailand, Cambodia, I love Cambodia. Or maybe the other end, Ecuador, Colombia, love Colombia, I've never been to Ecuador. But yeah, so that's the story. So do subscribe to the channel, as they say. Obviously it doesn't cost anything, it just means you'll get updates for when I post videos. And do press the little like thingy, the little thumbs up like thingy on the channel, because that just tells the algorithm that this video is reasonably worth watching. And yeah, I'll upload a lot more content going forward, and yeah, I hope all my fellow van life people are enjoying this lifestyle, because it's superb, and anyone else who's listening who's thinking about getting into van life and thinking about building online sort of incomes, nomadic, digital nomad type incomes, hopefully you'll find this channel useful as well going forward. So I'm now going to go and grab a coffee down on the beach. Ciao.